Welcome back to the next episode of DDO 10-Minute Tips. In this series of videos, we've been looking at how to make use of hirelings and possibly how to make better use of hirelings. In the first 3 episodes in this series, we covered just the basics of how hirelings work. In this episode, we're going to delve a little deeper into how to actually use them instead of just having them trotting along. So here we are at the infamous Butcher's Path. I should be able to get through a lot of different scenarios that will hopefully get you to be thinking creatively about how to use them. So we're just going to go on in and get started. Okay, here we are inside the Butcher's Path. And I'm going to be bringing up 2 hirelings, a cleric, and a paladin. Give me just a moment here to get things set up. And if you've been following along, I'm going through a transition between operating systems and screen size. So things may look a little bit different than what some of the, what the older ones were and some of the recent ones are. So don't worry about that. It's not important, just to let you know. Okay, so alright, now I have Fridolia here. She's a rogue, basically an assassin. And I feel confident I could run this without any hirelings, but why take chances? Okay, now if you're running Artificer and have a hireling, or you choose to have multiple hirelings, you can only use 1 hireling paid for with platinum. Any other additional ones you would need to have gotten through the DDO store. Now, with the Artificer, they have the Iron Defender, which you can control, has a bar similar to regular hirelings. Now, one of the things you may want to do at various times is to have them all do kind of the same thing at the same time. And to do that, what you would do is you would control click on what you want them to do. Okay, now I put them into active mode, which the AI will take a strong hand in deciding what they do. So you'll notice both of them are blue. You have the blue circulating border. If I hit Control, click again. Come on. Okay. They should have come out. I'm on the Mac OS. The software for the Mac OS is a little bit behind, so that may be a bug. Alright. Now what I just did was made them stand still, I click again, and they both, I control click, and they both are free to move again. For new players, this is a level 2 dungeon. And it's a bit challenging, one of the more challenging ones. Now I have them on active mode. If you look up here, you'll see there's a collectible. Being a rogue, hey, you know, gotta go get it. So when I get up there, past a certain point, there's going to be an ambush here. So, alright, now, okay, they're both here. Okay, and once before I said about them getting stuck sometimes. So what you have to do is keep an eye on your map to see if they kind of like disappear or stop someplace. Okay, now there's a bunch of them just around this corner. I know this because I've run this quite a few times, but it's good because then I can show you different tactics. Alright, so like I said, I'm a rogue assassin. See, there they are. Alright, now okay. Now I'm going to send them down to attack. Okay, so sending to attack is one thing you can do, depending upon your character. With the rogue, it comes in handy because it creates a big distraction for you to do whatever it is you want to do. If you have a wizard hireling or sorcerer, you may want them to stay back but in range, which we'll get to. One thing I have hirelings for is to go after oozes and slimes. Yeah, when I run, I try and avoid them if at all possible, because I do run solo and okay. So I'm not really planning here. But that's okay. Just down the road here, it's going to be a little bit of a necessity. Alright. Now, one of the other things you can do, too late. See, you just never know what's going to happen here. Yeah, I didn't juice up. Okay. Now, you can get hirelings to do things. Like for this, my strength is too low to make it work. So, we get the big, strong guy to take care of it. And if you noticed, just like when I go to operate, when your character goes to operate something, it needs to be lit up a golden color. And to get your hireling to use it, you'll click on these gears for whichever character or characters you want to take over doing that. Now, there's kobolds down here. I'm going to hold off on my hirelings. I'm going to sneak down. And then I'm going to get them to come down. So you can have them come in later. Or they can lead the way. Okay. Now I'm going to have the cleric stand fast. Oops. But she's close enough to the end of this tunnel here to be able to be effective. Now I'm going to open up. He's going to go in. Well, he's taking care of the garbage, as they're sometimes called, chaff or whatever. I went after the spellcasters. And if you notice, you saw her actually come out. They will stray from their standpoint if they're in active mode, but then once everything's done, they will come back. Alright. Now, not related to hirelings, but every once in a while, you'll come to a place in a dungeon where you can look ahead. You see all those guys down there? Chances are you're actually going to have to go through them when you see something like this. Okay. So, if you notice, there's a pipe down here, a pipe over there, and a pipe down there, and a pipe with grating over here. So we're going to be coming out one of those. If you can look ahead, you can kind of plan ahead a little bit. So they're going to go. Okay. Now, shit. Well, that didn't go as planned. What I was trying to do was to get all these kobolds down here by the gates so that they kind of tie each other up. It's kind of like when I said before about using your surroundings to your advantage. Like in a doorway. If you can tie them up in a doorway, you're not going to get surrounded, and it makes life easier. You'd have 3 against however many, but somewhere along the line, and I think I may have hit the F key by accident, the door opened too soon. But it was good in that the hirelings more or less stayed here and slowly worked their way through. I kept trying to get out here to get the kobold casters. I came over here to get that crate and found control panel. We'll undo it. Okay, now I'm going to let you guys explore a little more. Sometimes you can jump out of the water and get someplace. So I'm going to buff up a little bit. And get up here. As you run these dungeons, you're going to find little shortcuts to deal with things. Okay. Now, if you notice, the hirelings did not follow me, so I'm going to call them. Control click on the footprints and they show up. Okay, let them deal with that. Okay. Now, sometimes I tried jumping from over here to over here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. depends upon a few things. Now to get my hirelings back with me. And there's a caster. Now, sometimes you'll not want to use hirelings, and that's fine. It helps you hone your skills. Other times, okay, well, I ubooed on this part as far as what I usually do. Usually I save the chest until I get done down here doing some other things. Now, as a rogue, I can't open that. There's a door there, but I can't open it. As a rogue, the object should be to want to be a little adverse to taking damage, because your hit points don't rise like they do for the fighter types. Then again, you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in the milieu of things. As a freewheeling rogue, let their armor and weapons take the damage. Oops. Now, there's some down here around the corner. I'm going to let them go in first. I probably won't need to send them in. They'll most likely head in on their own. But just in case, I'm going to get ready down here. One of the other things about running with hirelings, don't forget to take your pointing device off of any toolbar. Okay, so as soon as I would click this, I would need to move the pointer off of it. Otherwise, you may not be able to defend yourself. Like I said, they would probably take off on their own anyway. Now, in this particular dungeon, there are a few hidden or secret doors. And over the course of the last 2.5 years, two and a half years, I have yet to find anything in them. Okay. Sometimes there's a boss back in here, sometimes there isn't. It only takes a few seconds to check out, so depending upon what your goals are, it may or may not be worth your time. Okay. Now this one has to be kind of all out, and I'm just going to go in and have at it, because this one can jump all over the place. So, alright. So that's it for this episode. Remember, my friends, to keep your weapons clean and sharp. Till next time.